It's Jasmine Nicole. Welcome and welcome back to Weight with Jazz. And excuse the chewing gum if that's a trigger for folks. Okay, because we have some anti-gum chewers in this world. Okay. My sister being one of them. The moment I put a piece of gum in my mouth, okay, she's ready to exit. So you already know that. Nobody got time for the hard chewing, the popping gum, tweeting on the side of the cheek, all that. You know how it gets real flagrant and fancy when it comes to chewing gum, okay? For frequent gum chewers. We already know. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it under control for y'all. But this is a little bit of a story time and a little bit of a reflection on my previous marriage. I feel like I'm comfortable enough, definitely, after years have went by, and then just also with the mental state and the level in life in which I am in. Transparency, I'm kind of open to it. And this is my space, my channel, Weight with Jazz, so I share all things relative to weight and to my life. So I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy the content that gets delivered on this channel, and I hope you remain a continued subscriber. So, I used to be married. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I was married and divorced. And there are people out there who genuinely do love thicker women, fuller figured women, BBW women. There are men out there that rest. And a lot of those men are black and white and Hispanic. So I got really comfortable with my husband at that time because I felt like he accepted me for me. And not only did he accept me for me, he supported me within my weight loss journey. I was larger too, I think he just had a thing for, bigger women. And he's a slim guy, right? And that typically is like the ongoing stigma, like slim black men end up wanting thicker or BBW women. Commonly you'll see that combination together, right? It's nothing wrong with that, but that's just how it is. But in my stages, in my eras of being very heavy and dealing with low self-confidence, even within the relationship, he would reassure me that I'm enough and that he's fully attracted to me. How much of a person's word do you actually apply to your heart? How much of a person's word do you actually deem to be credible, that you actually believe? Because if this was demonstrated to me as it was, I wouldn't have been slighted for something that didn't look like me. You feel me? So I wouldn't have been slighted or disregarded with a quote-unquote friend that did not look like me, who was slimmer than I was not big girl, was not a thickums. So that kind of sent the message of contradiction, of you liking thicker, fuller women, bigger women, and claiming to be in love and happy with the size that I am. Which, mind you, I was like, y'all see my pictures, y'all go all through my videos and how you see that's how I looked, okay, throughout my marriage. I just, I was thick and heavy in certain areas, but I was able to really snatch it up and still look the part. But apparently the part wasn't looking enough, because then here comes sister, who I had no idea of, and this is an alleged friend, from high school. Really? Right. And this friend doesn't look like me. I'm not talking about skin color. Does not favor me at all as far as heaviness. Okay? And he knows that I was subconscious about my weight, and I was in a journey trying to get the weight off to be the best me that I can for me, and to be a better version of myself for my husband. Right? We were just going through a tight time. I was going through a time of declining depression. I was in a sunken space because I was in skin that I felt completely uncomfortable in. Okay? I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. I got up and I maneuvered in it, yes, because I'm alive. I got to still make things work. I still got to put a smile on my face for my son. But deep down inside, I'm looking in that mirror. I don't like the way my jeans are fitting, and I could barely button them. I'm not liking the way certain pants are fitting on my body, slacks. I'm not liking the way dresses are falling on me. I'm starting to feel like I can't get a look together, and I'm a person where I can put a look together. I could throw a look together of pretty much anything, and I really felt fashionably in like declining. I just felt like I was losing my sense of fulfillment in areas that makes me feel good because of my weight. That's all I can say. It's because of my weight. So, how did he help? He did what he could, I guess, as far as the supportive part. But you did the worst by introducing out of nowhere some type of friend, which I had no idea of and never heard of. You speak of over the course of our 6-7 year relationship. I have never heard of this being, and all of a sudden this being shows surface. Watch out. This pretty much just to show that what you may have solid and grounded within your partner may not necessarily be as solid as you think. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not putting a warp on people's relationships. I'm just speaking the reality. Especially when it comes into the body augmentation, body modification through weight loss. Things start to change. People's attitudes start to change. Your partner's attitude starts to change. Now with my ex-husband, he was not against me losing weight. He was absolutely for me and supportive of it. So that was never an issue. I actually adored him so much for that.
I'm putting this right.
Okay. I actually adored him enough for that. Where we went wrong was an incorporation of another party that shouldn't have been there. For what? We're not even getting into that. That is what it is. I'm never going back to that. But the important part of being in support of your woman who is overweight and trying to reach her better being is something that's admirable. And that is something I would want in a partner. Now moving into the next relationship, as current, I don't see the same energy. Okay, so the ex-husband gave that energy, that supportive energy that I needed to feel fueled, fulfilled, and possess higher self-confidence in my skin. He gave me that without being a negative naysayer to my fitness efforts and all that, or trying to talk me out of weight loss and getting in shape. None of that. That discussion and that type of connotation is what I get in this current relationship. So, 100. Hope you can hear me clearly. That's what I receive in the current relationship. I receive the hindrance. I receive a lot of down talking and upselling. It's like upselling and down talking. It's just confusing. It's conflicting support. 1 minute you up, oh, I'm supporting you on your journey. As long as you want it, I'm here for it. And on another day, it's, I like you the way you were. Oh, you know I like legs. Don't get too skinny. Listen, Linda, and make this clear. If I become too slim for your liking, or if I become too whatever, you know what I'm saying, to your aesthetic please, then you need to exit. That's just all I have to say on that, because I'm not going to compromise myself in an unhappy relationship that lacks support in all areas. Okay, now I mentioned this in a previous video. Just because you lose weight doesn't necessarily mean that your partner is going to grow attraction to you. It could also mean that your partner can grow envious of you in little ways, jealous of what the attention you made start to attract or continue to attract. If you already attract attention, you may be attracting another layer, another level of attention in the game. So within that, you got to figure out, is this a healthy relationship for you? Is this the healthy relationship for me? Because I know that I choose my health and fitness over him. I do. I choose my life. I choose my body. I do. Because I trust myself, and I know what I'm doing is for the betterment of my health and wellness and my physical appearance. So, I mean, winning on all angles. So who really could hate on that? Who can hate on that is a partner who wants you to remain in a certain complacent state that puts him in a position of authority over your feelings, or put him in a position to be able to puppet play your feelings based on your vulnerability. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Giving them that ability to control your feelings based off of your low self-confidence. See, that's not it. That's not gonna work for me. Rather than build my confidence up with me. See, that's what I'm saying. When you realize that a relationship is working against you rather than working for you, then something has to change. Then a decision has to be made. And that's currently where I'm at right now. I'm at the point where this relationship may no longer be serving me as I served it so well. Just on many areas of discussion in regard to this, but I'm not going to tap into that. This is pretty much just tapping in onto the weight loss and the lack of support from your partner version. That's what this is about. Had a partner who was supportive but slipped into infidelity. All right, that was an ex-husband. Got a new man who looked like he was up and active with fitness. You know, looked like he had some muscles he didn't build over years or whatnot. I felt like I arrived. Hey, I got somebody tall, looking fit, and I know that I have a journey that I'm on that he really wasn't too familiar with. I mean, he knew I lost some weight, but he really didn't know the real trajectory of my journey. That he met me when I was just losing 115 pounds. I was 175. So to him, he wants me to stay 175, thick thighs, this, that, and the third. When I wasn't done at 175. I was still uncomfortable in my skin. I was making it work and looking cute in the different, outfits that I had. But I know that I was still working on getting down to my weight goal, which is 130. That was always in my head. I just didn't think I would ever get it naturally. I just felt like I would never make it to 130 until GLP-1 medication, Zepbound. Okay? Opened up in the compounds, just opened up a whole vision area. Weight loss wins. Okay? Showing that I could accomplish reaching that 130-pound goal. And did. And will maintain. Whatever the range of fluctuation, will continue to maintain. But I did it. And it's not as well received and welcoming from my partner as quote unquote claim. So that means I need to take assessment, reevaluate what's important to me, Jasmine Nicole, and being great. Can I be great within this relationship that really isn't serving me mentally, not just physically, mentally, getting involved with my interests. Fitness is an interest of mine. And if fitness is an interest of yours, it should be no issue for us to be able to collaborate and we be like-minded, health and fun individuals. I'm not saying everybody got to be streamed by the book, health brain, but I'm just saying following the basic routine that we do. We work out and we try to eat well and we party and we vacate and we tap back in. You know what I'm saying? Tap back into the lab and get that work in. That's the lifestyle I am in. Putting in that work, going out, having a good time, and still sustaining fitness all within the lifestyle. And it can be done. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it as I speak. But it's just that social element. You want to make that connection, that social element with your friends, that social element with your partner. I feel like distance is coming with my partner because we are not aligned. We're just not aligned. I'm into fitness and fashion and, my businesses. I'm into evolving spiritually, physically, internally, externally. And I just feel like, y'all, this is just me, venting, and sharing some transparency. I just feel like, when you get to a certain maybe age in life, or space mentally, that your views begin to change. Your views on others begin to change. Your views on companionship begin to change. And I see myself a part of that change. But the question is, am I going to embrace that change? The change of only centering myself around those who serve the same energy I do. And that can be difficult to do. It could be a scary thought as well. It puts you out there trying to make new, platonic friends and all that. And I'm not that type, y'all. I'm an introvert. However, I'm very sociable, outrovert or extrovert. But I just tend to be to myself, quiet. Talk to myself through a camera. That's what introverts do. But no, y'all, I have friends, but I think that's really where I'm at now, just focusing on healthy relationships with my friends rather than toxic relationships in a personal relationship with a partner. If it's not serving me, you know what I'm saying? If it's not serving me, I want to be in a space where I'm being served. You feel me? We're served, reciprocity. So what it looks like, y'all, is your girl is headed to the solo lane. And I'm not even upset about it. I've had my run with men here in Philadelphia. Okay? Enough data for me to collect to say I'm done. Hold on. Let me inch on out of here. You know what I'm saying? How you inch out when the usher inch out of the church with the finger up. That's me, inching right on out this relationship. Okay? And I feel liberated, y'all. Let me tell you why I feel liberated, because not too long ago, I would break down into what you would think a psychological crisis at the sound of, oh, we may not work out. Oh, this is not working. You know, because he was infamous for always introducing random tentative dismissals. You know, it's a lot with a narcissist. Okay, you just gotta understand that I'm dealing with a narcissist, so who is really oblivious and still trying to come to light on understanding narcissism, but it's all up in him. Okay, trying to work with that. And be on the same page. It's driving me crazy to a point where I'm no longer fulfilled. You know, to the point where I would rather be by myself and keep my own company than deal with an individual who's not going to be on the same page as me or try to, who's not going to tap into the interests that I do, even if you don't like them, attempt to try, who's not going to put me first most of the time. Everything sets priority over me. Those type of situations, those relationships, I can't thrive in at all. I only thrive in relationships where partners are on the same page. They equally and energetically feed each other. They exude the same frequencies. Okay. Even finishing other sentences, you know what I'm saying? That charisma, that natural charisma that comes in. I can't deal with this fast-paced, I don't know, what's this called? City living relationships? I don't know, but I'm a little more contemporary and closed in and family-oriented or partner-oriented, if you don't have a family, when it comes to my man, my relationship. You know what I'm saying? It should be centered around me and centered around him. It should be wanting to be around your woman as soon as you can. You know, of course you have breaks, but that be on your mind and not making up excuses. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, that means you don't put your woman at a high priority, and that doesn't work for me. So being as though I'm not at a high priority, and then I'm constantly dealing with these negative innuisms about my weight loss, constantly highlighting my legs because he like thick legs and my legs are smaller. I'm at the point where, like, bro, I don't even care. I don't care what you like. And I made that clear to him before. I'm like, listen, what I do for my body is not for you. You can benefit from it, yeah, but it's not for you. It's for me. And that's where you got to break that narcissism out. Like, get the stuff out. Many get this stuff out their head that everything is centered around them. That we do everything for them. I'm not curtailing in all my body for you to try to keep you. This is to satisfy me, because at the end of the day, you can leave, go, and I don't see you again. But my body still remains here. I live in my body. You feel me? I wake up and look at my face every day, and I want to feel happy. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel attractive. I want to feel sexy to my own self. Not even to you. Yes, that's a great additive to you, but we're talking about me, making it personal, me. This is a me thing. And because he can't make a me thing a us thing, then I need to make it a solo thing. You see what I'm saying? You see where this is going? Because it is going there. And I'm glad y'all able to tune into this story time, because it is. And this is giving you real tea, real talk, real issues in the real world when it comes to weight and relationships, or just relationships in general. People change their tone when weight loss enters the picture. When a woman becomes too confident, she becomes a little too alluring. The weight coming off and is bringing out glowing, and is bringing out more attention, and bringing out uncomfortability in the other partner who can't seem to get off of his own behind and support his woman or be happy for her without negative connotations. See, that type of stuff toxify your weight loss journey, your weight lifestyle. Gratefully, this is not a marriage situation where him and I are living together, so there's not a lot involved, you know, when it comes to trying to figure out how to separate, how to end this. No. Or so if you're dealing with uncomfortable situations to such a magnitude like this, but you're married or you're in a living situation, it can cause more difficulty, more sadness, and possibly entrapment for you to feel like you need to stay in a situation. Because we know a lot of people stay in situations because of financial reasons and other reasons that connect to them not feeling like they may be attracted by anybody else. You know, that's one of the reasons I felt like I needed to stay with my ex-husband anyway. I felt like nobody else would have been attracted to me. I felt like, oh, he accepted me for the weight that I was at. Hold on to him. He accepted me for the weight I was at. So I thought that was it. Nope. Child, he cheated with a woman who was smaller than me. Okay. Cut the BS. Is what it is. We live and we learn in life, but it has taught me how to assess my relationships and know how to move forward in my future to better me and stop trying to accommodate other parties. I'm accommodating Jasmine. Okay? For a long time within my life of obesity, I've tried to accommodate other people. Friends, all that. I've always been the pushover friend, just so I could be in the space. Can I be around? Come over. Oh, bring this, bring that. Oh, get Jazz, she'll bring it. I've always been that type. Ready and willing. The run over. The pushover. You know that friend. That fat friend who will always be around to do something you ask just so you could be in the mix. Used to be me. No longer me. I actually developed like a strong type of attitude. Like, you know, life would do that to you. Getting in shape would do that to you. And the reflection on how people treated you while you weren't in shape would do that to you, okay? Changes your whole trajectory of thinking. So, I wasn't trying to keep y'all this long, y'all. Y'all know I start running and ramping my mouth. I need to have a cut it. I need to get one of those horns. I'm going to get one of those, y'all, where I need to just... That's the end. To shut my mouth, because I would keep going and keep going, y'all. But that was it. That was kind of like on me, and I'm like, let me share something that I deem to be personal, okay? Because it's something that I'm going through, navigating through fitness lifestyle, and trying to sustain a partner who's not on the same page as you. It's affecting everything. Everything's going wrong. So I feel like I need to move on by myself. It's just what it is, right? But, you know, that's the tea for now. Drop in the comments. Let me know, have you been through some similar situations? Is weight loss driving some type of wedge in your relationship? Tap in. I will see you in the next video. Be real.